Hello everybody. Tonight we're going to make healthy taco salads. So first thing I'm going to show you is what you need to make it, and then we're going to get into how to make it. And again, I won't eat it in front of you. I know you're probably going to want it, but it is delicious. So, of course, first thing you need for when you're making taco salad is a tortilla. So we got the La Tortilla Factory Smart and Delicious tortillas, high fiber, low carb, 12 grams of fiber in each tortilla. This stuff is great for you, but just keep in mind, the more fiber you bring in, the more water you need to bring in. Everybody should be drinking a half gallon to a gallon of water every day. One of the biggest problems these days is people not drinking enough water, so you'd be amazed when you're not dehydrated how much better you actually feel. Anyway, so also we got some taco seasoning. We just got the Kroger brand, 39 cents. Tastes just the same as everything else, and their ingredients are a little bit better, so there's that. You're going to need some ground turkey breast or some lean ground beef. You just need to make sure you check the packaging. Be careful, because even though they say like, oh, this is 85-15, the way they figure that out is a little bit differently than you really care for, so just don't worry about that. Just try to get the 99% fat-free. This is the best stuff for you. Ground turkey breast. I know there's people out there that say, ah, it doesn't taste the same. It doesn't. Let me tell you something. This stuff is fantastic. Okay, we eat it all the time. Try it. I wouldn't steer you wrong. And then, of course, everybody needs lettuce. We like shredded lettuce, or you can cut your own lettuce up. It doesn't really matter, just as long as you have lettuce. We are going to be using a red bell pepper and a habanero. We're going to be cooking those with our, what did I say it was?
Habanero.
Oh yes, you're right. My bad. Not a habanero. I tried to get habanero. She wouldn't let me. Jalapeno. Jalapeno on a stick. So there's that, and we're going to be cooking those with our ground turkey on the stove, so they, good flavor, good taste, and everything. But also you're going to need some of these. Now you can get this perfect tortilla pan set on TV, or you can just go to Target or Kroger. They have them. They're like $9.99. They work great. And you just set your tortilla down in there and push it down, and it makes a little bowl. So this is kind of what it'll look like before you get started. And the last thing we're going to use, you don't have to use this, but this is what we use. This is the Kroger brand, but it's long grain brown rice. It's still pretty good for you. It is a complex carb, so just kind of be careful on how much you use. We're going to use about a quarter to a half cup, but not that much. So there's that. One other thing I would highly suggest when you're on a program like I am, on a lifestyle like I am, you want to make sure you're getting the right amount of protein in each meal. So we have a digital scale here. This was 20 bucks at Walmart, Mainstays or whatever their brand is. It's good stuff. It works perfectly. I just turn it on. I can zero it out, change it between kilograms, pounds, and ounces, and so it works real great. So I would suggest getting one of these. And the last things I'm going to say are sour cream. Everybody wants sour cream on their taco salad. This stuff is the fat-free sour cream. It's made from, it's Kroger brand, so not real expensive or anything like that. You get 2 tablespoons for 20 calories. That's, if you have never seen a tablespoon of sour cream, it's a lot. So 2 of them is really a good deal. It's only got 2 grams of sugar in it per serving. That's fantastic. So this is good options for you. And then we got some mild Kroger taco sauce. This stuff is not, it's only got 2 grams of sugar in it as well. And you can have 2 tablespoons of it for 25 calories. So 2 tablespoons of this, 2 of this, or 1 of this, and 3 of this. That should even out. So that'll be great for you. So let's get this going. You can pause. Okay, and we're back. So we've already cut up our peppers, and we've got our meat open and ready. The oven is preheating, and we've got our rice on the stove. So everything's good to go so far. We just gotta saute these peppers for a little bit, kind of bring the flavor out in them. Let's take a look at that. We didn't put too much in there because we're not too huge on peppers, we just want to add the flavor. So we're going to go ahead and throw the meat in there real quick. Get all that good stuff in there. Oops. Now I'm sure most of you have browned meat before, so that's pretty much the process here. So we're going to do that for a few minutes, get this all nice and going, and see how it turns out. Alright, we're back. So now we're going to pull out our tortilla shells. We had them in the oven at 400 degrees for about 8 minutes or so. Get them a little crispy. The double fiber tortillas have a little bit longer to be cooked because they're not as crispy like a flour tortilla would be in a short amount of time. But anyway, so you need your pot holder. Yeah, look at them bad boys. And they will be the exact shape of the container. I should be able to pick one up, may not be too hot. See that? That works out really good. So, well, I'm not going to put them on the plate just yet. Now that I think about it, what I'm going to use is I'm going to use our scale, and this will help me determine how much meat goes in it. Like I said, I have 6 to 8 ounces of protein in each meal, so I got to make sure I measure it out. Well, sorry. Turn it on. Alright, now I'm going to zero it out. And now I know what to do. So, we've got everything ready. First thing I'm going to do is get our rice. We're using a half cup. You could do a little less if you want to. I probably wouldn't go more than that. Kind of fill in all the little folds there. Oh, turned off on me. Alright. Next, we're going to do our meat. Let's get a good look at that right there. Doesn't that look good? Peppers came out great. Got the taco seasoning in there. And man, that just looks good. I know it's surprising, right? It's a lot of meat, and that's only just over half of what I need. Yeah, we're almost there. Oh, a little bit falling off there. It's kind of hard to get all of it in this one shove, but 7.7 ounces I'm going to go with. That's fairly close. Alright, now I'm going to plate it. I think that's the terminology. I've seen some cooking shows once or twice in my life. Can't leave the scragglers behind. Gotta have that. Now, if your cup runneth over like mine, then you may have to get a bigger bowl. I don't know. We haven't done the rice with it yet so far, so this is our first time with the rice, but this is a healthy option nonetheless. So put a little lettuce in there, or a lot of lettuce, however much comes out of my hand. Little taco sauce. And last but not least, sour cream. Everybody loves sour cream. Well, most people like sour cream. Most people like sour cream that shoots out at you when you open it. One tablespoon. I like a good amount of sour cream, so there's 2. I don't know why I shook that off. I'm going to stick it back in. But there it is. That is a healthy taco salad. Perfect amount of condiments. Perfect amount of combinations. This will be an amazing dinner, an amazing lunch. This is something that I can still have people over to my house and say, hey, let's do Mexican tonight. And make this not only be healthy for myself, but everybody else can have one, and they're going to love it. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. There will be more videos soon. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. It's been really hectic. So, just stay tuned.